Alright guys, so I'm going to make some aloo pie. So it is this is about 12 to 14. So this is about a half to 3/4 pound of aloo. So I've peeled it. I'm going to dice it and boil it until it's tender. And the next two videos I'm going to show you how to make the dough and how to make some pomsidi chutney, because that's all I have right now. As the potatoes are boiling, I have here chopped about, let's see, 12 leaves of bandanya. I have 7 cloves of garlic, a half of a scorpion pepper, and a half of a medium onion. So I'm going to blend all of this up together for my potato after it is tenderly soft. And in a separate bowl where I'm going to mash it, I'm going to have here 1 teaspoon of ginger, 1 teaspoon of geera, also known as cumin powder. I have 1.5 tablespoons of parsley, and also 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Sorry, paprika pepper. So we're going to blend up everything and mash. So after I have strained my potatoes, I gently mash them, and now I'm going to put up a pot with 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil. Oil is hot. I'm going to put everything together. The only thing I have separate is my geera. So I'm going to put all my blended seasonings and everything together in the oil and let it saute or simmer for at least 1.5 minutes. Simmering, now I'm going to add in my geera, or as you know as cumin. Now I'm going to add in my potatoes. Once mixed, now I'm going to add in half a tablespoon of curry powder of your choice, a dash of white pepper, black pepper, and salt to taste. To avoid burning, you're going to add some water. I had basically a half a cup. Mix it and let it cook. If you think it's not enough, you could also add another 1/4 cup, but you don't want it to burn and you don't want it too watery. And after about 3 additional minutes of cooking, this is the final product. In the next video, when I make the aloo pie dough, you will see where this comes in play when I place it in the pie to fry. Right, so hope you all enjoy. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make pomsidi chutney. I have here 1/4 of the scorpion pepper. I have about 10 leaves of bandanya chopped, 3 cloves of garlic, and this is 2 green pomsidi, seed removed and minced. So I'm going to put it in a food processor and blend up everything together with a half cup of water. Once it is done, you throw off half of your blended pomsidi. You leave half, you fill another half cup of water. I added 4 tablespoons of sugar for sweetness. You can add how much you want, depending on how sour your pomsidi is. And let everything blend together until you find it sweet enough, then add some salt. Once this is finished, you're adding everything together, you mix it up, you add your salt, and that's it. Pomsidi chutney. So, to make the aloo pie, well, this is what I'm going to have here. I have 4 tablespoons of shortening. I have 2 tablespoons of sugar. I have 2 teaspoons of baking powder, sorry, 1 teaspoon of salt, and it's already in here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mix all of this together, and then I'm going to add me 1 cup of lukewarm water inside this mix, right? But this is 3 cups of all-purpose flour, if I didn't mention before. After 7 minutes of kneading, it will be smooth and soft, just like this. So now I'm going to actually make them into smaller rolls, roll them out, and fill it with the aloo before I fry it. Alright, so this is the size that I have rolled it out to. I basically made it into a very small ball and then roll it out. Right, and as it's there, I'm going to at least take 2 tablespoons of my filling. There we go. And now I'm going to try and fold this in, but I'm going to wet my edges with water and then fill it in. Alright, so that's what I did. I wet my edges as it's moist, fold it, and try to make sure the edges touch each other. You can either fold it in, or either you could just take a fork and just press on the edges and make sure everything is there, and you can flatten it a little bit, but not too much for it to seep out. And by that time you should put your pot up with hot oil in order to fry. Okay, so once my oil is hot, I have already fried some before and they came out quite lovely. You taste them gently and you let it fry. It's on a very low medium heat there. Right, and you let it cook for at least 3.5 minutes on one side before you flip. Alright, so now I'm going to flip this. If it's on a low heat, you wait for 3 minutes. If it's on a high heat, wait at least 2 minutes to make sure it's cooked properly, because you don't want the outside to cook and the inside still bit raw, even though the inside is already cooked. Right, and you're going to let it cook and like get golden brown on the other side, and then you finish. Once it's finished, you leave it and you let it dry, at least on a brown piece of paper, parchment paper, whatever you have, and that's it. And it finishes very nice and soft, and you're done.